Well, hello there, Leo. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your September General Tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the Oracle cards, and then we'll move to the Tarot for more details about any obstacles on your path, areas of resistance, and of course, advice from Spirit. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it. If you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing, it really does help to get my message out to more people. Okay, so let's see what we have for you, Leo, in this bright new month. Okay, Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours and embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Okay, so there is something, I feel like there's something coming up on your path. And, we're still in all the retrogrades right now. But there's this energy where there's something coming up on your path that is going to take you. The divine detour is taking you off of your main path, okay? But there's some wisdom, there's some insight, there's some new knowledge that you are going to learn by taking that detour. And it's about sometimes when we're put on a detour, okay, we can get very negative about it. So for instance, say that you are training to run a marathon. I don't know why. We'll go with that. You're training to run a marathon, and the marathon is, say, 4 months down the road. And so you're on a training schedule. You run so many miles every day or whatever that would entail. And then you get a small injury. Let's just say a small injury, but your doctor says that you can't run for 2 weeks because of this injury. So you're going to recuperate and everything, but you have to, take it easy for the next 2 weeks. Now, during those 2 weeks, you could be focusing, okay, on the fact that you aren't running so that you can train. You're going to be behind in your training schedule for the marathon. Or you could take a look at it in an enthusiastic way and say, okay, I can't run for the next 2 weeks, but is there something else I could do either to mentally prepare, emotionally prepare, or physically prepare in a different way? Maybe instead of running, your doctor says, well, you can ride a stationary bike, to kind of stay in shape. And then you notice while you're riding the stationary bike that you're building more muscle in your legs than when you just run. Or perhaps you lift weights, or perhaps you focus more on your nutrition. In other words, sometimes detours, okay, take us off of that. We can become hyper-focused. So if you're preparing for a marathon, you might become hyper-focused on just running, right? But there's a lot of different aspects to preparing for a marathon. And in this case, there is some type of a detour that's coming up for you. And at first you could be kind of embracing the negative of it, looking at it as, oh my goodness, this is such a setback. But don't. This is an energy. This is a clear message that detour is going to help you in some other capacity. It's going to build your muscles in a different way to help you better prepare for the marathon, right? Or it's going to help you to spend more time looking at nutrition and really focusing on that, bringing in a different aspect of what it is that you would not have had if you stayed super focused on your goal. Okay, yes, because your goal is here. Look, you have achievement, right? You are going to achieve what it is that you want. It's just that you're hyper-focused, and so it's almost like this detour. I really get the sense that this detour is just to help you to open up your mindset to seeing things in a different way. Yes, you have something beautiful coming in. So you have the fork in the road and clean it up. See, this is the energy where I think you may be super focused on trying to attain some achievement, okay? Whether that is in your job, in your career, in your life in general. It could be in a relationship, something like that. You're hyper-focused on something, okay? But that hyper-focusing is not allowing you to clean up, okay? Literally clean up some mindset or some belief or some even habit that either you have or the situation has. It's helping you to see it in a different perspective. Because I feel as if you have a crossroads decision. The fork in the road is crossroads decision. If this detour, this is the message that I think is trying to be relayed, is that this detour is helping you to see that you have other options available. It's almost like you're hyper-focused that something has to be one way, right? And this detour is helping you to see, oh, wait a minute, there's more than one option here. I don't have to stay super focused on this one thing. Yeah, and you have family, friends, and guides, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands with the King of Wands. This is an energy of leveling up, right? A leveling up from the Knight to the King. Understanding that, the Knight here, I feel like you're probably in the Knight energy right now, taking action, but you don't clearly see where this path is taking you. So it's almost as if you're taking action, but you're kind of like just, not, maybe perhaps not super committed or not super committed to knowing where it is that you're going. It's almost like taking action to take action. Okay. But the King of Wands is different. I feel like this detour is helping you to ascend, to see clearly where it is that you're going. Not just taking action, but taking inspired, motivated, clear action towards your goal. Oh, wow. That's really kind of profound, Leo. It really is. Understanding that this detour is helping you to see clearly the actions that you need to take. Because I feel as if, once again, this clean it up, there's some actions that you are taking that are just actions to take action, instead of actions that are going to be effective in providing you, is getting you towards what it is that you're really and truly trying to create for yourself. So let's go to the tarot. Let's see what we have for your present energy. Okay, so you have the family card. This could be a situation, a relationship, okay? Because I'm also going to say your resistance, you have the mending card. So there could be a relationship that you are wanting to mend, whether it is with family, friend, romance. It could even be like your work family. It could be your soul tribe, right? It's this energy that there's something that you want here with some type of relationship or relationships in your life. And I feel like you may not realize how poised you are when you allow yourself to follow your intuition. See, once again, taking action to take action is not connecting to your intuition. It's almost as if the universe is saying, you just need to sit for a minute, reconnect to your intuition to understand the path to take. Yeah. It is so true that a lot of times when we really want something, we think that the more action, the harder we work, the faster it'll come in. But that's not necessarily true. Sometimes it is about allowing the universe to come in and provide us with some help, with some assistance, whether that's through a relationship or a situation or just bringing things onto our path. Yeah, because you have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a big decision. But here's the thing. I feel like you're almost making a decision based on feeling like you don't have enough. Based on feeling like, well, I'm just the Knight of Wands. I'm not the King of Wands. So you're making some type of a decision based on not knowing your true worth. That's, it's not knowing how powerful and strong you are. This detour is going to help you to step better into your King of Wands energy, better into knowing, okay, that you're on the right path. Some of you could be taking action right now and you're not really sure of yourself. You don't have the full confidence. You're taking action to take action, to look perhaps like you know where you're going and what you're doing. Here is the energy. By this detour coming in, okay, it's almost as if you step into that knowing, that deep knowing, because you have the High Priestess twice. knowing, listening to your intuition, knowing deep down to your toes is what they're saying, deep down to your toes, that you are on the right path, that you are the leader that you are meant to be. Yes. I feel like for some of you, you could be following somebody else's lead. And yet at the same time, it is really time for you to step up and be the leader in this situation. Whether it is a family situation that needs mending, or if it's a work situation or something like that, stepping up into your own presence, being the leader that you are meant to be. So let's take a look at what your area of resistance is. Yeah, you have a milestone, wanting some big achievement in your life, okay? And yet not being able to attain it, to bring it in. There's almost a sense of needing to mend either your heart or your relationship with somebody else. It could be your own self that you are trying to heal, healing your energy of not feeling confident, of feeling like you are only the knight and you aren't the king, that you don't have enough. You don't have the ability, the intelligence, the creativity, the charisma, whatever it is, all right? You are doing some deep healing at this time on that in order to step into the energy of knowing that you are the leader that you are meant to be, to step into this energy of mending your own sense of perhaps not being worthy enough or not having everything that you need in order to create what it is that you want. Because here's the thing, the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from the universe. The Ace of Pentacles is something that falls into your lap, right? That helps you along the way. This detour is literally an Ace of Pentacles. So it could be that, you are trying to achieve something. Let's go back to the marathon, right? Understanding that detour of getting that injury and the doctor saying, oh my goodness, you have to sit out for 2 weeks, is actually an opportunity to learn something, because that pentacles also represent learning things. This is an opportunity for you to learn something so that you understand just how wise, just how much of a leader you are, just how much other people look up to you. It's almost as if you feel as you're not that person, and yet this opportunity, this perhaps a little bit of a setback, okay? But don't look at it as a setback. This is an opportunity for you to learn and to gain that extra wisdom, that extra confidence, that extra knowing within you, so that you can become the King of Wands and really step into your power. So let's take a look at your advice. Yeah, you have the Fear card. Right? You have the fear card. I feel like it's almost like you're fearing taking the real action that you need to take. So you're taking smaller actions. You're being the Knight of Wands, right? You're taking smaller actions instead of stepping into your power and being the king. And you have chopped wood. Do those things that you need to do on a daily basis, okay, to help provide yourself with, the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual strength that you will need as the king. I almost feel like for some of you, you may just there might be like a 2 weeks where you physically don't feel well, like you could get a little cold, or your allergies kick up, or you just don't have the energy that you normally do. I mean, if you're sick, please see a doctor, right? But at the same time, I feel like for some of you, you're going to feel drained, and it's like you don't have the energy to go towards what it is that you want, and you're kind of like sitting back a little bit. But during that resting time, I really encourage you, don't just, stream videos all day long or waste that time. It's almost like take it as an opportunity to do some extra learning or extra reflecting on where it is that you really want to go, understanding your strength, because there is something here about doing those things on a daily basis that help you to be your highest self, to step into this King of Wands energy. whatever that is, eating nutritiously, getting a little exercise, going to bed at a good time, getting your sleep, meditating, doing those things that you need to on a daily basis that will help you to create the life that I think you have been wanting for some time. The Six of Cups is that energy of creating the memories, the achievement, the milestones that you are wanting in your life. Yeah. And for some of you, if this is a relationship that, you have been maybe trying to work on or something, if it's especially like a romantic relationship, asking yourself, are you just showing up as a knight, or are you stepping into your power? Understanding, okay, if this is a relationship, whether it's family, friend, or coworker, or romantic, are you showing up in your most inspired self? Or are you just showing up as somebody that's putting in some work into the relationship, but perhaps it's not inspired, right? You're doing just enough. Or you could be working with somebody or dealing with somebody that's only just doing enough. Understanding that this time period, I feel like the next 2 weeks, especially until like September 15th, when we're kind of out of the retrogrades, understanding that it's a really good time for you to reassess. Where are you perhaps only showing up as a knight instead of a king? Yeah. And this is a beautiful energy, of dropping the burdens, that you feel have been part of your life for a long time. It's dropping those burdens, and stepping clearly into who you are and what it is that you truly want. Understanding that even those little actions, especially like chop wood, these are the things that sometimes we may not really want to do, but when we put the time and energy into doing them and doing them well, it does make a big impact. It's kind of like, flossing your teeth. Sometimes we just skip it, right? But the Knight of Wands might say, well, I'm not going to skip it, right? And the Knight of Wands may, pull out the floss and quickly, do 3/4 of his teeth, okay? And say, there, I flossed every day. Tells the dentist, I flossed every day. But the Knight of Wands didn't put the time and energy, the little bit more time and energy it would take to floss all of the teeth and to floss them correctly. The Knight of Wands, okay, takes that time. Knows I'm inspired, I'm motivated to floss all of my teeth and to floss them well because I know it's going to be good for my teeth, my health, and my longevity, right? It's understanding, okay, there are some things that you may just be trying to do some action, but not inspired action, not motivated to get you where you want to go. And therefore, okay, the problem is that you're not seeing the results maybe that you want to see. This is about getting enthusiastic again. Understanding if you've had a detour, if you haven't quite met a goal or something, asking yourself, am I being enthusiastic about those things that are sometimes, and I know, tedious, right? Flossing teeth is tedious. I have to admit that. But understanding that you have to drop the energy of thinking, well, flossing all of my teeth and flossing them correctly is a burden. Instead, say, wow, I'm excited. I am inspired to do this because this is good for me long term. Seeing that I'm going for the distance. I'm going towards what it is that I really want for myself. Not today, but down the line, 10 years from now. Right? Lovely energy. Just a reminder, too, of understanding that the things that we do on a daily basis, we get to make choices every single day, right? The fork in the road. You get to make a zillion different choices every single day. Are you making them out of an energy of lack, right? Or are you making them out of this energy of being inspired? Even if it's something that you don't want to do, you're doing it because you know that it is going to help you to achieve what it is that you truly want. Yeah. You get the energy and the effort that we put into things does affect that what we receive back, right? I mean, there is about manifesting and keeping a positive energy. But if we just do things, okay, just because we think that they're going to be good for us, that doesn't really kind of get us there. It is about being enthusiastic, having that positive attitude about simple things like flossing your teeth, being grateful for the teeth and the healthy teeth that you have, right? And looking at it as, wow, I am really grateful for my teeth. I'm going to be inspired to take good care of them. Good message for all of us. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Yeah. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy, trust or anger, anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Yeah. Understanding that those things that we do on a daily basis and the attitude we have about them, okay, will help us to achieve what it is that we really and truly want for ourselves. Wow, powerful message. All right, Leo, I am going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. I really appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.